Morning.
Morning. One of them's at least stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll just open it up and let them come out, and I would do Ricky first. And just open it up, and then grab his leash.
Yeah, buddy. Ricky, it's stuck under him.
Yeah. And then call him out. Just call him.
Ricky, Ricky, come on.
Grab his leash. And that's
A little different now.
yeah.
Am I doing this right, Dad? Am I doing this right, teacher?
And then once we get in, just let go of the leashes, and then we'll let this crew out.
Should I just pop the leashes off because it drives poop?
There's no poop over here.
Okay. Oh, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. It's a dog party.
And then you can take the leash off of him, and then just keep his harness on, but take that leash off. Yeah. But yeah, you see where everybody comes out. He has his little say, but it doesn't go. It didn't go too far, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
I didn't see or hear him do anything.
Yeah, he's kind of like, "Ow," you know, when they ran up on him a bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I think that he handled it well.
Yeah, Carolyn caught Ricky marking here in the dishwasher. It's just, you know, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna, anything
Break
can
something.
happen.
Yeah.
So I found some good snow off to the side, but I was shocked because it snowed in town. It wasn't appreciably hot the day before, so I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Seems like a super hard freeze. No, you're trying to insert yourself. Uh-oh, is he eating poop?
No.
Okay.
He might just be looking to eat some grass.
Crazy. I'm gonna nickname you Elevator.
Yeah, so
Seems to be more observant. this time.
Yeah. Well, he might be just building himself up.
Yeah.
But right now, what I'm doing is I'm letting the dogs have to deal with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll have my say as well. But I want them to have to deal with him, and so sometimes they allowing the dogs to deal with it, it just balances itself out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still standing there acting as a mediator.
Right.
If I start to feel maybe a little too nervous, maybe it actually gets to a fever pitch where I need to step in. But it's
So what kind of bones are these?
these are marrow bones.
Marrow bones?
Yeah.
You just picked them up at...
Yeah, these ones are from Mud Bay. They have like they sell them in these packages, and
Okay.
they have like 1 inch. I think these are like these
the smaller one?
Yeah, they have smaller ones. These are fine, but with Ricky, I mean,
No.
he could do it. I mean, the cats like these bones, but
Ricky's not much of a chewer.
but it's yeah, I think that because they have all like the fat in them, and then they eat it all out of the middle, all the marrow. But
Because I want to get him off
the nylon.
We're weaning him off the nylobone.
Yeah, no,
I don't like those. And
I just give it like,
I'm gonna get it.
hey.
What happened there? Did
She-
trip or something?
Oh, she just got
Aw.
hurt,
Poor thing.
and so
God, this mental
and
reflux.
so
Did she trip or something?
you see how Chowder started running to that squealing sound, and so that's why I step in, because
Did
I don't
she
want
just,
him-
like trip like
I think
Does it
she just most likely was maybe fallen onto, or even just
Yeah.
tweaked her back leg, like, you know.
Hey. Yeah, it looked like she just tried to turn too fast or something.
Yeah.
Like a pickleball injury. Oh yeah, you're not watching.
Yeah, we'll see if she ends up getting back at it. I think that she has arthritis.
Oh really?
She was really overweight when she first came on. Check. Chowder. Yeah, and I've seen where I was rubbing him up, and he, he had an opinion about. I think it might have been Hickory coming over. I don't remember which dog, but this is where that kind of stuff is normal, and so she's back at it.
Just knock me over, sweetie. Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've never had a dog that. Actually, Morty, the Mastiff mix, got a little bit overweight, but not when we moved up here.
Yeah.
But always like Ricky. Before we got Chowder, you could just leave food out and they would eat.
But no, I think that most likely
Oh, that was.
he's just a person.
I like that move. He sort of backed up. It's like, okay, see what you do now.
Yeah, but I think he's just a personality that's just most likely doesn't feel real possessive over that.
Oh, good. This guy's getting on nice.
Yeah. This is what I was saying about Apollo will get involved when it's not so much.
Yeah, I like seeing him play without the barking. And I'm sure that'll come in.
Yeah, well, this is where then a new dog comes in, and then you might hear it all over again. You have to understand that's why they're actually trying to figure out where they fit in, so they're communicating and talking with each other while they do this. And
so Apollo will insert himself when he feels like there's not any hierarchy.
It's always this. But what I'm saying is that he's gonna be looking at where if it's too intense and it's too assertive, too dominant, has that more aggressiveness, like he isn't gonna want anything to do with that. Where another dog will take that dog up on that challenge still. It's like you look at sports, some people aren't going to want to like I think of maybe Michael Jordan. There's a lot of people that aren't going to try to challenge him one-on-one. But there's others that are going to say, no, I can take him. I'll take you up on that challenge. And so Apollo's kind of assessing and saying, I don't think this challenge is for me. But then once it starts to settle a bit more, he will get involved where it's not so intense.
I know he's got pitted, but I'm trying to figure out the other part of his breed. Got some long legs on him. Paula, what's your parents? Who are your parents? One was a pity. Can't figure out the rest. Maybe a little bit of a hound? Something with a really nice coat.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't like maybe a little bit of Rottweiler in him.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's really hard to tell. I've had clients where they do the DNA test and they come back and you're like,
what?
Yeah, wasn't thinking that,
Yeah, I don't have to do that with Chowder. Did you just sort of work with portion control with her owners?
Well, she doesn't have any owners. She sort of was surrendered to the shelter, and then she's up.
Okay.
A client's going to be adopting her, but yeah, I just restricted her food a lot, where I was feeding her a cup a day, and then just once she got down to an ideal weight, she's now on 2 cups a day, and she's just maintaining,
And you said she was aggressive to people and
she had never been around dogs. And yeah, like when she came here, it was the family was saying that it was her first time ever around dogs. And then she was aggressive to people. Like the only person that could be around her was her owner, but the rest of the family said that she would they've never been able to get close, and the people that have been the closest to her were bitten. So people kept their distance from her, they're like, I don't think I want to be too close to you if you're just gonna bite me. But yeah,
it's so hard to believe seeing her like this.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so now I bring people in all the time, dogs and people, and she does really well. But yeah, if people start living in a different way, it's going to be a different story. And that's what can be hard for people, because they see this and then they'll want to then I just want to spoil her and love up on her any way I want and play the games and have fun, right? And we don't know what we're really saying and what we're really teaching them. And then we have these problems that we say, Scott, like they're doing this. And it's like, yeah, because the way you're living, the way your relationship is. So, but yeah, no, she's a big player. Like her and Cora, she'll like a lot of times, I mean, they will go pretty much all day. And Missy's playing with someone. And this is why it's just like, even when she was really fat, like she would just go and go and go. And I thought, yeah.
He flatted, and Mike carried about 30 extra pounds.
Yeah, I always think that
And I'm like,
just imagine like these people that are athletic being overweight, and then if they just lost that weight, how crazy they would be after that.
Yeah.
There's a guy who he had to, I would say that he was at least 80 pounds overweight, and he was doing like round off backflips in the gym, and I'm thinking, dude, if you lost that 80 pounds, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So much strength and power to be able to move that extra weight, because the extra weight is just that. It's not useful to your athletic performance, but no.
That's what brought Lance Armstrong from a good one-day rider, and yeah, he was doping up.
Yeah.
And and that's why I wonder how these guys that are walking skeletons recover. They must have a lot of liquid caloric supplements.
I think they're using these different means,
Just the calories alone you got to replace because you're burning so much.
Oh yeah. But what comes to my mind is on this whole Lance thing is I really like the commercial of where Lance is like, people ask me what I'm on, and he's like, I'm on my bike 8 hours a day busting my ass, what are you on? And I'm like, it is a pretty badass commercial. I like it, but
that's what it was like. Finally, when he was getting into it, because he Scratcher tried to get in and like, okay, I'm the boss here, with his tail up in the air, but then when that sort of settled down, he'd behave like that a bit.
Yeah, man, you're getting double teamed by two females here.
So was he just like, yo?
Well,
what was he doing there?
He was coming on strong. Then she said, "Hey, that's a little too strong." And then he said, "Don't you do that." And so they were having their little disagreement about. All right, so I just got done talking to Brandon, and we have some dogs letting out, and we got some little ones right here that we got these little ones that have been hanging out here. This guy and this one. But they have been starting to figure things out, which is great. We're gonna end up opening up on this grass side, but right now I want the dogs to have an opportunity to go to the bathroom over here. and then I can pick it up, and then we'll go over and make sure everything's picked up on that side. But yeah, we have muzzles on because I'm getting to know these dogs, and I want to create some scenarios. Everybody's met each other one-on-one, but we're looking at mixing the personalities in. This is where I want to make sure that I really know what's going on, and I'm doing my role. And so then we'll end up taking muzzles off. But they're all wanting to go on this side, so we're gonna let them do it. Got a mud pit started here. All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up some poop, and we'll be back. Of course, right when I get the camera out, these two stop engaging, Millie and Chowder.